Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome back. We have got today a nice piece by Hasbro. We've got the Fantastic Four Doctor Doom. Now, I've seen a couple things like this come in this little box, really basic. I think they're supposed to be some kind of collector's edition, but I mean, this box doesn't really have a whole lot going for it. I mean, nice little picture right there. Other than that, pretty blank. Ours has a little dent in it. Kinda sucks, but ain't no biggie. It is a nice little box, but really basic. On the back here, it literally just tells you like what it got in it and like a ton of different languages, figure, 10 accessories, etc., etc. Real nice little box. Now, with this, let's see. Inside, we have got the actual figure. Oh, that is it. And I really like this guy. I think he looks pretty sweet, and I love that they gave him all of like sorcerer stuff for accessories. Like, that is just great. I feel like a lot of Dooms don't really showcase that he's a sorcerer. Nice little synopsis there. Classic, like, carded, like, figure look. Figure himself don't look too bad. Alternate hands. Couple magic books. Not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. Some kind of communicator. But let's go ahead and pull him open. Give him a nice spin. Really showcase that box off. Little synopsis about Doctor Doom on the back there. Like I said, this is a Hasbro. I've been doing a lot of these classic kind of style things. Let's go ahead and pull him out and see what we're working with. Now we have got him out. He's still in his clamshell. One of these pieces fell, but these are really cool little magic effects that they got, and they look like they are going to slide right up onto his forearms. That is pretty cool. I was not sure looking at this if like he had like plastic clothing, molded clothing, cloth clothing, like, because it looks really good. That is a plastic cape on him, and that is plastic clothes. They do look really good, like, surprisingly, for being plastic. I feel like it looks very cloth-like, which is pretty cool, and I think this is awesome. These books have writing on the inside. They're not just blank. They could have totally went super cheap and just had them blank. And then we've got these here. We're going to figure out what we can do with those, because right off the bat, not really seeing what to do. Gonna be fun messing with them. Let's pull everything out and take a look. There we have him, straight out of the box there. The backside looks really nice. The cape actually has a peg that goes into his backside and everything to keep it from flopping all around. I have issues with that. We'll get to that in a second. But he looks really nice. I actually really like him. The only thing that I don't necessarily really like him, and I can't complain too much about, is like some of like the armor, especially like all these like joint areas and stuff. Like, they look, let's be honest, they look cheap. And I mean, for the scale, what you're gonna get out of that, like, it doesn't look that bad. It does not look that bad at all. But, you know, like, definitely would be an issue if this was like a hot toy or something. But, you know, just being a little Hasbro figure, not a big deal at all. I am curious how the legend line looks when they do all of this like armor plating and everything, because I'm not a big fan. Like, you can see right here, you've got that line there. It's not super flush, and it looks semi off-putting when you just look at it on its own, some of the armor pieces and stuff. And it's kind of too dull and flat for my taste. I feel like it should have a bit more of a gleam to it, a little bit brighter, more silver, less gray. He does look good though. I really like him overall, and this is a cloth piece here that goes underneath his cloak. It's the only cloth piece on him. Now, I have not figured out if you can actually take off the hood or not, but I get the feeling you could pop off the head and the hood. I don't think it is glued down on him, but it might be pegged into him somewhere. I'm not sure though, because I can't really tell. Actually, that might be glued like right here. Now, let's move on to this peg hole. It does not want to go into that peg. This thing is very loose, needs a little Viagra to it and everything. It moves around too much. And when you try to push this in, let's see, can we see this? It kind of just wants to flop itself over and not touch it. Now he's got these little, excuse me, he's got these little jetpack things going on for him. And that's what you're going to use these for. You could also put them in his feet if you wanted to. Have little jet boost feet. Or you could take off his head, take off that cape, pop these right in there, and have him with a little jet boost. That is super cool. I love that. Now, as far as how this figure stands, let's see, try to get him to stand up real quick. Do a quick height measurement. He is part of your 6-inch line. He's going to stand about 6.5, 6.25. Let's see here. 6.5 is what we're looking at. 6.75. He's going to be about 7 inches, almost. Right between that 6 and 7 mark. Pretty great. Now, he's got good articulation for the head, but that hood moves with him. That's why I was wondering if you could take it off and everything. But I think it has a little bit of glue like right around here on it. I can't 100% tell though. Let's go ahead and give that a good pull off. Oh yeah, that's glued in there. Yep, glued at the top there. Ain't no biggie, because you definitely want that hood with him and everything. Closer look at the cape. Now, it's that semi-bendable plastic. It's not too hard, it's not too soft though. Like, it's got a lot of mush and give to it, but it's not cloth. But I like this cape. It's one of the better capes I've seen. I just wish that this piece here was a little bit thicker so that when you pop it up into there, it actually wants to go in there. Like I said, this is the only cloth piece that he has on him. It's for that neck area. Let's go ahead and pop that back in. And he still looks good without the cape. So we can pop this on in him. Pop this on in him. And boom. Flying. So, talked about the head, arms. We have got our full swivel here, our up and down, our bicep twists. Do we have a forearm twist? Some of them do. No, that he does not. But he's got his hands, and he's got the single elbow joint. Oh no, he does have a double joint. Awesome, look at that. I was unsure of that. There you go. Now you can see that better. Yep, he's got double elbow joints. That is awesome. That second thing just gives you that extra range to do whatever you want. And he's got a hitting accessory here already loaded up in his gun holster. It's a little bit tricky to pull out. Wait, does this even pull out? How interesting. There we go. Okay. There we go. What was that? Detroit Tigers? Look at that. Come on. What? Why don't you wanna? There we go. Look at that. That's a cool little thing there. There we go. Pistol. A lot of dooms with the pistols. There we go. I need to figure out some way to stop this from trying to focus in on the backdrop. This is why I do a lot of stuff off camera. So finicky to play around with. All right. Now, ooh, we've got snap. Click action for the waist. So his waistline's gonna hold him pretty well. I don't know if you can hear that. I love that. Love hearing it. As for his legs, we have got our standard leg action going all the way out. We can do that. The skirt is hindering a lot of that movement that you are gonna get. That is the unfortunate fact here. But we've got that twist action there. Ankle, double on the knee. And that goes for both of them. You know, you can do a little bit of whatever you want with him. He's got a decent articulation range here, especially for having that hinder with the skirt. Moving on to some of these accessories. Now these are just really soft and they're just wraparound pieces, so you can really do what you want with them. It really does look like it's meant to wrap around his arms. Give him that kind of cosmic vibe. Really cool. Basic accessories. Get this out of here. Like, they're both really similar, yet unique in their own right. I like them. I just like the fact that you've got these cosmic, like, magic accessories for Doom, and that was, like, the focus. Because most things give you other accessories. I don't like that. Look at these books. I am really happy off with these books. Charts, graphs, you know, scribbly text. Can't really see what it is. I don't even think this officially has any words to it. Let's see. Nothing really legible. Could be different languages. Or could be scribbles. These, though at least the cover of the book looks like it has some kind of language to it. The inside, definitely just scribbles. Really good piece though. Having those open books is great. We've got an open hand to hold those books. Come on, why don't you unfocus here? And then we've got our gun hand to hold the gun. Really, really nice. So I'm going to play around with him, show off a few poses, but we're pretty much done with that review there. Like, because he looks really good. I am actually excited to grab some more Dooms. I've been kind of on a Doom kick trying to find some things. And I forgot I've been sitting on this guy for a while. Really happy to pull him out of the closet and finally open him up. Pretty great. So let's go ahead and check out some poses. This is interesting. Never seen a figure do this, but I took out the whole neck piece. Just real nice hollow in there. And that's that whole neck piece with the joint that connects into the head. Very interesting. That's just going to pop right back in there too. That is very interesting. I've never seen that done before like that. But yeah, poses. Another really interesting thing I noticed when I was going to swap out the hands, his armor does split off into pieces and everything, and that's really weird. Like, I don't, with the way that the neck popped off and the way that this just popped off like this, like, I don't know. It doesn't really seem intentional to me. Like, it seems like we're missing some glue downs or something, honestly, on this guy. So watch out for that. You might want to glue some of these pieces in there better, but I mean, we'll see. You got one? Definitely let me know your experiences with him, because ooh, there we go. That is how we want it. We want you to stand up. But yeah, let me know your experiences if you experience this too and everything with this guy. How do you want to go here? A little finicky. Alright, I'm going to play around some more. I do not like him with that light facing him the way I got him. But he was not wanting to pose. Like, it is kind of hard to pose him and get him to stand. He does not want to actually grip this book at all. You've got to kind of rest it on there. So, I mean, it's gone. His feet, too, a little bit hard to get a good position with him being upright and not, like, leaning one way or the other. Because of the way that skirt is. That's just little mini gripes that I have. Like I said, he looks pretty good. I like him. I am not upset with him by any means. But there are a little bit of gripes that I have. And I mean, for like what, like 20 bucks or so, like for this, like not too bad. You wanna do a focus? Swap this light off. I don't know why we don't want to focus. Why can't we just focus? Come on. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And honestly, I prefer the black book. And I think it's the Darkhold. I'm not entirely certain. Doesn't really say what books he has with him or not. But there you have him. Dr. Doom. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments.